Now, for years, the Department of Education has been making promises to eradicate pit toilets, but these promises have not been kept. Basic Education Minister eNCA Motshekga has once again made a commitment that her department will eradicate pit toilets by 2025. Over 3,000 schools are still using pit toilets. Provinces such as KwaZulu-Natal have a high number of schools that continue to use pit toilets, which are not safe for pupils. Our reporter Lethiwe Mdluli went to a school in Durban that relies on the use of pit latrines. Good afternoon, Lethiwe. Welcome to today. I don't know what you've seen and what has been the reaction from parents in parts of KwaZulu-Natal when you spoke to them earlier about the issue of their children still today using these very dangerous pit toilets.
Well, but then there's a lot of fear from parents that their children might also be hurt while using these pit toilets. We actually visited an area earlier on called Kwangcolosi, not so far from Durban, and we were at a school, Khanyisani Primary School, where we spoke to the parents that were standing outside and also a community activist as well about the issue. That community earlier this year protested, and some of the issues that they were complaining about was the lack of sanitation at the school and the fact that the school still uses pit toilets to this day. And when speaking to the parents about some of their concerns is that the school is from grade R up until grade 5, and majority of the learners that are using those toilets are unfortunately very young, and they are afraid that what happened in the Eastern Cape might happen in the province as well. Now, KwaZulu-Natal is one of the provinces with a high number of schools that are still using pit toilets, and we did try to visit more schools, of course. A majority of them are in the far north. Majority of them are in the rural areas, and a lot of them do not even have water in those schools. So it's a very, very prevalent issue in the province, and a lot of parents have been raising these issues over the years. Unfortunately, because of the slow pace from government, not much has been done, even though there are some schools that have gotten help over the years. But of course, the Department of Education saying that they're trying to eradicate this issue by 2025. While speaking, though, to the parents outside Khanyisani Primary School in Kwangcolosi a bit earlier on, this is what she had to say.
Shit baya phela khona la ma toilet lawa ngoba vele wona khona awakhamanya abangaya kuwona
kunjani nje ukusaba njengoba usho nje ukuthi usamncane kakhulu uthe una 9 years.
Yeah, uyasaba yena kodwa akabi lawa mambi kakhulu njengawa lawa esiye swabona vela kuma TV.
Njengamanje nje eEastern Cape kube khona ingane ewile ngebhadi yawela phakathi etoilet. Nabazali nani mhlambe iloko mhlambe nikusaba ukuthi ngenzeka nala.
Hayi mina ngokwami ngibona ukuthi mhlambe iloko. Ngibona ngathi lokho kusabela ukuthi ingane zongena phakathi. Ngoba phela umema ngithi vela akayilandeli ingane maye toilet. Yeah.
Lethiwe, have you managed to speak to anybody in the Provincial Education Department?
Well, but then we've been trying to get a response from the Department of Education here in the province. We went to their offices, but unfortunately they haven't answered any of our questions or taken any of our calls. One of the questions that we wanted to ask the department is the work that they're doing, because we do understand that after the community in Kwangcolosi protested earlier this year, the HOD visited the school and 6 toilets or mobile toilets were delivered to the school. And we do understand that there's a project that is about to start in June where proper toilets will be built. But of course, in trying to get a hold of them, they did not want to get back to us or answer any of the questions that we had for them, which is very unfortunate because majority of the schools that are still suffering from pit toilets are in KwaZulu-Natal. And we also wanted to get an update on the work that they're doing in other areas, such as areas in the rural areas in the far north of Durban as well. We did manage to speak to a community activist, though, who did raise some of the issues or the concerns that took them to the streets earlier this year. He is saying that he's very hopeful that by June, the promises made by the Provincial Department of Education for that school will actually be fruitful, and he's hoping that the children will for now have toilets facilities that are proper. While speaking to the community activist a bit earlier on, this is what he had to say.
Lesikole sikusona iKhanyisani Primary School. Sisi into eyenzekile la from 2015 sasithenjisiwe ukuthi lama toilet lawa awulolu hlobo azolungiswa. Sabuka isikhathi kumanje 2023. So umphakathi ugcine ungasaphathekile kahle sathi nathi asiphume siye ngaphandle sikhambe ukuthi sithole attention ukuthi sazi ukuthi izikole zethu zenze njani. So into ebengaziphathile kahle ama toilet emgodi izingane zethu ezifunda la zincane into eyenzakala ukuqala nje ezinye ingane kwavela nje indabeni ingane iphoseke emgodini kwesinye sezikole not la kodwa la ekhaya. So lezi zinto azikho safe and nezifo ezikhona manje sibuya ko COVID umuntu esasenza itoilet lemgodi uyabona ukuthi izifo kuningi ukuthi ukutheleleke ingane neminyaka esikuyona ke nje no government wethu sibone ngathi akasinakile ukuthi singaphila from into ekade yayiphila ogogo nomkhulu namanje kusenzeka kuyona kuthina kulesikhathi esikusona.
Thank you very much, Lethiwe Mdluli, with that update from our studios in Durban about the situation that's still going on regarding pit latrines in many schools of KwaZulu-Natal. Now we understand the Minister of Basic Education, eNCA Motshekga, says they will eradicate pit latrines by 2025. That's in 2 years' time. Well, time will tell.